Hello everyone, I'm going to be starting out tonight with the T92 light tank here. We have a Christmas themed overlay right now thanks to Dana. Tonight, like usual, I'll be doing a lot of tank requests, so feel free to request any tanks. I'll primarily be doing requests as well throughout the night. Nice to see everyone who's here already. Not exactly the best map for this thing, to say the least. I'm still gonna try my luck around in the town area. Hope everyone had a very nice weekend, which the stream schedule changed a little bit going forward here. More or less, I'm going to be streaming Friday and Sundays during night, so 8 p.m. start time. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll be streaming in the morning, 8 a.m. start time. And then Tuesday night is going to be the Game of the Week streams. And that'll start at 9 p.m. Like it did previously. Did not flip myself over, so that's a good start. I'm kind of confused why there's not really anybody around here. Come on, team. Push. You can do it. Now, the T92, you know, it was sold during the Advent calendar a couple days ago. And looking at it, you know, it doesn't, statistically, it's not like some crazy, you know, tier 8 premium tank. It is a light tank. Light tanks currently, you know, they're fairly well balanced to where nothing really stands out. However, when you kind of look at the tank, if you like, oh lord, we're gonna need to track him. There we go. If you like, say, the Walker Bulldog and really light tanks in general, T92 light pretty much on par with all the other tier 8 light tanks. And you could even make a case that I did not want to stay in front of the KV2 for very obvious reasons. You can make a case that in some ways it is actually better than the Walker Bulldog in a way. Has a little bit more DPM. As far as speed goes, it does have a lower top speed, but power to weight ratio is a little bit better. And it has a much smaller size, which can help or hurt you depending on if you're able to get the turret to stick over, say, like a hill to spot easier. But overall, it's a pretty well balanced tank. It's not overpowered, not underpowered, and you know, for anyone that does like lights, which I shouldn't have swapped to heat, I could have taken that shot otherwise. For anyone that likes lights, you know, it's definitely a good tank to keep an eye on if you didn't get it. Of course, I haven't played really since the last stream, so this is only my second battle, and you know, basically since what, the last time I streamed was like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. I think it was Tuesday, maybe it was Wednesday night, I forget, to be honest. Which I'll catch up on the chat in a moment here, since driving a light tank's a little bit difficult for my first battle in the grand scheme of things. I just got smacked. Lord. I hope I can get by here. Just with a fast firing arty, more or less they were gonna be able to finish me off there pretty quickly. I actually got penned by the FE304 HE shell. I was banking on killing him before, you know, he could kill me. I was a little bit too slow. Hello GG and everyone else, Mr. Dingo, Claudio, Madalena. There's a few others. Sorry if I missed your name. I am very excited today. I think Ryan is too. Last day for the restaurant being open for the season. As far as like service goes, we still have several parties to do, but it makes my life a little bit easier here going into Christmas. Give this guy a helping hand, as long as that turret does not pop over. Come on, little engine. Which, one knock against this, which the Bulldog does have a problem with it too. Your engine does lack a lot of HP as far as the module HP goes. So you will lose it a lot. Almost, not to say every shot will take it out, but almost every shot. Every other shot, I should say, will take your engine out. So basically try not to get hit, or always have a repair kit on hand. A little bit iffy right now. I'm gonna try get myself on without being seen. I have no idea if he spotted me. I'm gonna go with no, but I just don't have sixth sense. He did not point at me, but I can finish him off there, so I'll do that. Nobody's... Our Artie isn't. Nope, he's not even aiming. Oh well, we're gonna lose this one, unfortunately. I tried to put us in the best spot. Hello, Mad Dog and Graham and Cuppa. Oh, I didn't even, if you're saying someone's in the battle. Didn't even notice. Why is it choppy? What do you mean? Is something wrong with... Doesn't say anything's wrong as far as the stream goes here. Not exactly, you know, it's a Master Badge Star class, but pretty decent match for my second battle on this. Vescucci's medal. Most amount of damage in the match. Unfortunately, we lost though. I got 5 kills, and I don't think I would have been able to do anything going back to the base with the HP I had left. But, you know, I gave it my best shot there. It's definitely, you know, as far as premiums go, is it like the best tank as far as like performance go? Probably not. But Madalena, I'll play the T49, but I don't switch my tank lineup, so like I do have a request for it right now, but I'm not gonna switch my loadouts. I did see a heavy tank number 6. It didn't use the command, but we have that. Alright, I think I got all the requests there, as far as what was on my screen, plus that one. The rounds are a little bit expensive for the... Pretty much the same as the M41 Walker Bulldog. 5,600 for premium, only 270 for AP, but if you pop over to the Bulldog here, pretty much the same thing except for the rounds are a little bit cheaper, but the guns virtually are the same. So it's just one of those things that I don't know why they're more expensive, but as far as the penetration, yes, it's a pretty big difference as far as raw pen, but given the speed, you can usually make your APCR work. The heat, you know, just for punching through, like, you know, a little bit thicker armor, but it's still not going to make a difference, say, if you come against like a VK101P. Unless you get around to the back, you're kind of screwed, or the sides, and even with that, your APCR sometimes could be better than heat, given that it can go through, like, tracks and stuff. So I have a T49 up here for the first request. Thanks for getting that from the last stream. Zach, if it's a little bit choppy, what you can do, if refreshing doesn't work for you, you know, just hit the quality button in the bottom right, turn it down, which, hello, Rich, nice to see you. Turn it down from 1080p to 720p. Sometimes that'll fix it. I do stream at a pretty high bit rate, so if you don't have the best connection, or if you're watching on your phone or something, watching it in 720p sometimes can help out with that. Or there's always the option of you can watch on Twitch. I do live stream over there as well. Trying not to fall off a cliff and drive at the same time. Well, yes, they are, as you saw right there, a little bit more than the Walker Bulldogs, but if you're chucking pure heat out of that thing, then you're not exactly playing it like a light tank. You're expecting it to do something out of its kind of intended role. Got good camouflage, low profile, pretty good speed, and you know, it has a hair bit more DPM. I think about 200 DPM over the Walker Bulldog. I would push here, but we'll see. If I have these two, yeah, these two guys are pushing up, maybe a third. And of course I critted him. I shot him a little too low. I get hit by the E50. Ooh, Lord. Yep. I'm more worried about the Artie right now. Which, this is not looking good for us. I'm not going to be able to make anything work there unless my team decides to push, which, strangely enough, they are actually doing. So, try to help them here. We still have a T95 somewhere that we have not spotted. Really hope that he's not going to be on this side, but knowing my luck, he probably will be. Alright, guys. It looked like they were gonna push. We kind of try to duke it out here in the long run. I don't think we're gonna like the outcome. Hello, Mojo. Nice to see you. But I don't like the derp gun on a T49. You know, it's a fun gun. Can work very well at times, but I feel like the standard gun that you have on it is the better option. You have more basically effective DPM. Like if you pen all of your HE shots, you probably will do more damage in the long run with that rather than the standard gun. But I feel like this gun gives you more options, and you're not kind of stuck in the role of just like, for lack of better words, YOLOing at people. Crap, crap, crap. I do not want him to ram me. Holy crap, they did not kill that super Pershing yet. Surprise, surprise. Go running away. I shouldn't get shot here, but there's a chance. Yes, there's one SPG. However, with 613 HP, they still have one or two tanks, I think, that haven't been spotted. They might be back at their base, so I'm gonna roll back towards ours. There is a T95, but I'm actually going to take a slightly different path here. They do have a little bit more armor. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you. Hey, little dog. I can pet you, but that's about it right now. Gotta let this T95 dig his own grave. Once someone spots him... Crap, this T54 lightweight. Was not expecting him right away, but this IS-3 is going to be very helpful. one shot didn't do it. Maybe my second shot. Nope, they tracked him. Track him again, but that did not work, of course. Sometimes low caliber guns, it takes a couple shots. There we go. He doesn't have a repair kit now. Uh-oh. Shit, that was a bad shot on my part. I should have just shot him in the rear armor. Hello, Floyd. Nice to see you. At first, Wargaming, before the patch hit, when they introduced the new light tanks, they didn't give the T-49 the derp gun, as far as I remember. It was after, you know, people complained about not having it that they added it back in, but they fully intended for the T-49 just to have a standard gun on it, which I feel like it works better with it. Also the Sheridan as well. Doesn't mean that it's always the best choice, but in the grand scheme of things, I guess think that the standard guns work better on them. It gives you more opportunities, and that's kind of what light tanks are. They kind of make the best of, you know, the situations that you're given. This guy won't be able to spot me unless he gets right up in the base, so. Hello, Adam. Nice to see you. Is Ryan sick? A little bit, yes.
Smidge.
That's what you keep hearing over there. No howling, no. Hello, poser. Hey, you play World of Tanks Blitz? Which, thank you very much, Adam, for the subscription. Alright, I don't think this guy's gonna make a appearance over here. He might be sitting over here, but... Nope. Go for it, dude. Hello, Gary. Nice to see you. Hello, Sammy as well. Thank you very much for this subscription. I'm gonna have a IS-4 tank up here next. Which got a mastery badge second class here. Not too shabby. Top 2 experience, top 3 damage. Alright, IS-4. Which, as far as the advent calendar, as far as what it looks like, thank God, we're not going to see the Object 252U. Wargaming seems to be kind of sticking with that they're not going to sell that tank again. But you never know. It could be put up for sale. But at least from, like, people, last year they were able to guess most of the offerings for the advent calendar well in advance. And they're kind of filling it out kind of day by day, and right now the Object 252U doesn't show up, nor the Defender, because the way World of Tanks files work in a way, and even their web pages, each tank's kind of assigned a numerical value, and both of them haven't popped up, which some tanks we will be seeing, the Lorraine 40T, AMX M449, E25 is also going to make another showing. What else did I see up there? The Patriot, of course. That's been sold a few times though. The Fury, Thunderbolt will make a return as well. I'm having... I don't know why I feel this way, but I think this is the year where Wargaming will add the Type 59 in the advent calendar. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that if they don't put the Object 252U in there, that they will sell the Type 59 for one day here, only because it's not overpowered anymore. They just recently rebalanced it a smidge to make it a little bit better, but it's still not, you know, anything you know, fantastic. It's a good premium tank, but nothing, you know, out of this world. And, you know, I think the Object 252U is kind of going to take the role in a way of the Type 59 as being like not a reward tank, but a tank that they kind of dangle in front of people for like special events they give away during like streams, stuff like that. But could be wrong. I just have, you know, a little inkling that that's what they're gonna do. Which our entire team is sitting over on that side, and unfortunately for them, I don't know what you want me to do, T54. I don't exactly have that much options here. I will spot these guys once, it's just I don't have the hill spot it, so plus, you know, we only have 2 tanks on the hill, so not exactly excellent for me to push right now until my team pushes down to about, excuse me, G1 a little bit. I'll have a slightly better time at actually getting a little bit of assist damage from all of this. I have a feeling this TVP is going to start throwing heat. Nope, he's still throwing APCR. Awesome. Come on, turn a little bit. I waited too long. I still got a hit off, but right now we just lost 2 tanks. This is coming down to we didn't have a scout kind of in the 3 to 4 line. Right now there is one for sale. It's only 15%. That might be the best that we see, but last year it was right after Thanksgiving, however. It was 50% off for a year. Now, in the advent calendar, we probably won't see another premium deal, you know, with, you know, say year's worth for sale like it is today. But I feel like towards, say, Christmas, possibly New Year's, you can possibly get a better deal on that, whether it's in tanks or World of Warplanes. But you know, 15% off, it's, you know, they've done that several times, I feel like, throughout the year, whether it's through the client or, you know, through the premium gift shop. I'm taking a little bit too much damage here. I don't know why the T-54 is still screaming go middle. He could have went middle. You know, instead he's sitting on the hill expecting, you know, just to pump off damage on people, when I wouldn't go to the hill on the T-54 because you don't have the gun depression to actually take shots from the hill without exposing yourself almost completely every single time. But, yeah. I could have done a little bit better job spotting a hair bit earlier, but this isn't exactly the spot I wanted to go to, so I tend to find myself in this location, I feel like, most matches. I never intend to go to the middle just because, you know, you're just kind of popping out, spotting things. It is useful, but I feel like I could have done a little bit more had we had someone else kind of spotting for my team. Which, this is probably going to be my last little spot here. Yep, they got me. I got hit by HE with the T-49, but the IS-7's what penned me. I wasn't exactly angling the best. He most likely penned me right in the sweet spot here, but it was kind of iffy. Do I point a little bit more towards him? Because if heat had hit me, would have been game over, but I tried my best and unfortunately stuck in the spotter roll again, and it doesn't always work out if your team doesn't come through. Alright, so we have an M46 Patton here for the next tank up. There we go. Mitch, thank you very much for tipping Levi Victor. Hello, Fosh. Carl Kulaga, do you want me to play the IS-3? I can add it to... Here you go, little buddy. The tank request list. It'll take me a little bit of time to get to it, but to add tanks to the tank request list, all you do is type !request space and then type the tank name after it. You can add the T28 Proto though. Again, the way I do tank requests during the stream here, I play them the order that they come in, more or less, and you know, as you know, a couple matches into the stream, it might take a little while to be able to get to them. And right now, you know, I have quite a few, so it will take me at least an hour, it looks like, to be able to get to any of these requests right now. Hello, Nudnik and Dante. Nice to see you. And I think DJ, nice to see you too. I don't think I said hi. I did not, Randall. This is literally the first time I've kind of hopped on for tanks or, you know, really anything since the last stream. I've been fairly busy with work and other important matters. But now that, you know, I still have a few days at the restaurant before we're like done. We still have 4 parties left for the year this week. But like no, you know, no open service essentially to the public. I have a little bit more time on my hands finally. I'm hurting from the past 2 days. It's like between yesterday and today, if I had to make a safe estimate the amount of people I fed when I was there, it's definitely over 400 people. If not 500. It's a lot. And that's, you know, it's basically December, you know, first week of December here, where it's not like the busy season for us as far as, you know, being open all the time. I don't think I have any other better shots outside of this area. I just wanted to make sure I hit that. Thank you very much, Labobo, for the tip. I actually had to remind myself it was, you know, a new month going into today's stream, since everything's kind of been all over the place as far as streaming days and what have you. Oh, that... I even swapped over to an APCR round, but that just hit him on like one of the few spots that could bounce that round. Alright. Still have a couple people in the center. I'll take a look at them. We can push around those TDs that are kind of in their corner, so hopefully my team... whoops, I forgot to... I'm actually out of the bushes now, but... I left cruise control on there for a second. This guy got him... I don't know why he pushed out there in a TVP. He's lucky I just missed that shot, but I would not exactly go there in a tank. The TVP, you know, it's definitely not like gigantic, but I should be able to do this. It's not gigantic, however. It is a little tall for a medium, and he got himself in an area to where it's not exactly easy for him to hide on the top of the ridgeline there. Crapola. There's one. Let's say he can't clip me. 2 of them, that's another story, but just one TVP, which is very easy just to Not that you overmatch him, but it's pretty easy to damage TVPs, so even though he out damages me a lot, I'm not too concerned as long as he can get back away from this tortoise. There we go. We're still up by 6. Just gotta worry about this Borsig over this way. Go 1390. There we go. Pretty decent match though. 2600 damage. Not too much assist, but I helped kind of fill a couple little holes in the center. Luckily I got up to that little Overwatch site fairly early. Hello Fevin, nice to see you. The LTG? Yeah, it's definitely a peculiar tank. I wouldn't... Yeah, sure, it's ugly. Yeah, it's pretty cool pictures you posted, Mad Dog. Over on Discord. Nice to see some of you guys had some good play sessions today. Which I got an L medal. Not even gonna try to pronounce that. Master Bad 2nd class, top 2 damage, most amount of experience. But M46 Patton, like the M48, they're fantastic tanks right now. Ever since they refreshed them a little bit. Alright, so Levi has a pickup here. Next, why don't we switch things up a little bit. I don't know why this is standing out to me, but I'll play the SU-100Y. I was looking for a TD, but for whatever reason that stuck out. I actually haven't played the LTG, so I can't exactly you know, say if it's good or bad. From when I've faced off against them, I haven't had any issues fighting against them, so I'll lean to it's not, you know, it's not like very good, but hello Tig, nice to see you. It's definitely got a unique appearance to it. Alright, I'm not even sure where the hell I want to go with this thing. I got probably one of the worst maps as far as giving you different options to set up on for a TD like this. Hello Parker, nice to see you. And Johnny. Which, yeah, you know, this tank, it can be fun if you can get shots off and people kind of ignore you, but other times it is pretty frustrating to play. There's no doubt about that. But I play every kind of tank here. Good, bad, everything in between. I actually don't think I'm gonna get any shots here, but we'll wait and see. It's just this IS is kind of right in between me and the Chariot's line of fire here. I don't even know. I can't even pen the IS, I think, at this range, to be honest. Probably gonna end up... I don't really like sitting in spots that I have to react to the enemy. I'm gonna... Here, not that this sticker max seems to need help. He's doing just fine here, but I might as well start pushing up a little bit here. He's got that guy. Oh lord, the Stug. I didn't even think this guy would be over here. Goodbye, Mr. Stug. Got that first shot on me. I would have started running a lot sooner though. There is an M4 pushing up that way. Never mind. With the IKV there, I will kind of head left now. Well, certain people like different tanks. Like me personally, I can't say the Matilda Black Prince. I don't think it fits in the game too well anymore, given its speed mainly, lack of armor, and it lacks a bit of a... The gun, you know, it is a high rate of fire gun, but it lacks, I think, a little bit of something to it. Like, as outside of... Like, the DPM isn't even that special anymore. It just lacks something. You can get good matches in it, and, you know, I just feel like it's one of those tanks that it is a little tougher to play it. Especially if you stack it up against, like, a Churchill 3. Just lacking a smidge. I'm glad I can help out, Fevin. Hopefully this KV2... Yeah. I'm gonna have to deal with him before... I think I'm gonna be caught in a very bad spot here. Yep, I just got ammo racked. It's just... Yep, I was kind of hoping this SU-101, or... Yeah, SU-100M1, I should say, would get taken out. And that's not the case. The KV-2 is probably going to be able to get me. Now we're down by 2 tanks, and I can actually get flanked on my left here by 2 of their tanks, or the T-71 can spot me on the hill and shoot me off of the hill. But this went south pretty quickly. Crap, I'm not actually set up right. No. Ooh. Trying my best to hide. I just have a 20-second reload. No. Oh well. I got a little ahead of myself. I didn't expect all those people to die. So, moving along here. Which, you know, just like I am gonna keep taking tank requests. It's gonna take me at least, you know, pretty much over an hour here to get to any request at this point. So we have a T-49 again. Unfortunately, I think it was Madalena that requested this. I don't change my tank equipment or modules. That just, that's a slippery slope. So I'm gonna run it with the standard gun here. Thank you for that, Labobo. Which I will say, tonight I'm going to put up a poll, you know, about halfway through the stream for Tuesday's Game of the Week stream. There we go. That'll be about halfway. And then I do have, for anyone who hasn't played it yet, there was an open week. You could play the closed beta for Total War Arena. That just ended, or I believe it ends at some point tonight. More or less, I have 2 keys to the closed beta I'm going to give away. They're going to be given away to the raffle winners tonight, at least the first 2 here. Basically, if you win it and you haven't played Total War yet and you're not part of the beta, message me in game here or message me on Discord. More or less, I just need a place to send a key to for it. If all else fails, I could create a chatbot shop on, you know, the stream website here, and you could type your email in to a message, and only I will be able to see it. But I feel like most people would be able to get on Discord or tanks here. Not exactly. Whoop. I screwed that up. I hit the frickin' thing there, which unfortunately our team is struggling a little bit with. Like, I can't push up very far now, but we have a ton of slow tanks. Frickin' Artie. That was my fault for aiming too long. I don't know why these three heavies pushed up here, but like, yeah, we kind of need the help, but at the same time, in the grand scheme of things, I think it would have been better for us to not have any backup here and just kind of run away on the hill. But, you know, all is not lost yet. See if these guys actually move up, but D34 is trying. Uh-oh. Which, it does say OBS had a couple issues there. It dropped a couple frames. I'll have to take a look at that in a second here. I don't know why it's giving me an encoding error over there. I haven't changed any settings as far as OBS goes, so that's a little bit strange to see, to be honest. I shouldn't have taken that shot, especially since I just bounced. And I just shot the wall. Fantastic. Yeah, we've lost the hill anyway. Since I'm ammo racked, yeah, I don't even have a reload advantage on him anymore. Oh well, this is gonna end very soon here. Alright, let me take a look here for a second. Something is not... Just try to... Alright, let me try to see if that works there. Total War Arena, yes. That's Wargaming is the publisher for it. It's still in closed beta. I played a little bit of it. I forget when. A couple days ago. That's the only time I've been on a computer since the last stream, to where I was having fun. I've been, you know, I've been part of the like alpha testing and everything for a while. But for people that like, which the E100's up next here, for people that like kind of tactical games, it is fast paced in a way at times, but it's definitely, it's like a slow thinking game in a way, to where, you know, it is PvP, to where both sides, I forget the amount of people on each team, it's like 10 or 12, give or take, a couple people. And, you know, you definitely have to use teamwork, but it's pretty in-depth for only having, right now it's just 3 nations, and you have about, right now there's archers, infantry, as far as swordsmen, you have pikemen, essentially, horsemen, and artillery, essentially, so like catapults. I think that's kind of all the classes, to where it is pretty fun. It's definitely hard. I'll say I'm not exactly the best player. I tend to get myself into a lot of trouble very quickly, but there haven't been, you know, a lot of people streaming it or playing it. I was trying to look for, you know, some people playing it, and when I was online, there was only like one, no, I think there was two people streaming it across the Twitch and YouTube, to where, you know, it is a very new game, and I kind of actually, you know, forgot about it for a little bit, since I stopped, before the last time I played it, I stopped playing it kind of at the end of the alpha stage. Okay, 10v10. I'd say I knew it wasn't 15 versus 15. I have not seen that movie, no. Surprisingly, our PZ7 got up there fairly well. I missed a cheap little shot there. That E100 actually kind of scared me. I'm like, why is there a gun next to me? I'm not going to be able to pin this IS-7 unless he pushes out wrong. I don't think that we want to push, dude. Yeah, I thought I might have been able to hit him, but no. It's free now. Okay, our JPZ, our 183, they're moving up. Because we're really outnumbered with these TDs here. But if we can get... We need... Alright. I know I just ran into the back of him, which annoys the hell out of me when people do that to me, but... Yeah, I need to hope and pray that this guy has hash the 183. I feel like... Yep. I was about to say, I feel like he's just waiting for me to turn. He did have a hash round. It's just if he hit me in my lower plate, there's not a high probability of him penning me, but it would have done more damage than if it hit me in the side, because the side has a lot of spaced armor on the E100. And of course, now he pops me with AP and he punched me right through my turret front. That's what, like, the E100, it's not a bad tank, but for a tank as large and with the amount of armor it has, the turret front really kills it at times. I find you totally get, not shafted, but if you're against a TD or another high alpha, say heavy, you're at a bit of a disadvantage in an E100 at times, because they can more or less pen you every single time you try to shoot them. And if you miss a shot, or say if you're, you know, a little bit outnumbered, say even 2v1, you'd be better off in a mouse. Mouse is that much better right now. But the E100's kind of always been this way. They've actually buffed the turret at least 2 times, from what I remember. Oh, I actually got myself a little bit out of position here. Got myself back just in time. And the mouse got me. Didn't have my turret angled enough in time, but oh well. That's the life of the E100, especially I seem to just get crap luck with where I go in it. Moving on to the E75 though. After this battle, I'll most likely be doing a raffle, which Himmelsdorf, yeah, we got spanked there. One thing that can help with Total War, Graham, I didn't know this until I kind of saw, because there's not many like guides and helpful like videos and stuff about it. If you hold down the right mouse button, Say if you're selecting a unit or your troops in general, you just click and then you rotate, and that'll help you kind of position your troops without actually telling them to move somewhere else. It was like, you know, the most recent time I was playing, it was like 3 or 4 battles in before I kind of figured that out. Hello, Colonel. Nice to see you. Well, yeah, that would be a little bit too good, the E100, if it had that turret. Hello, Merlin. Nice to see you. Well, the E25 most likely will be on sale for the Advent calendar. I would say like 80% chance. Which, thank you very much, Dana, for the extremely generous tip there. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I wish Levi could say Merry Christmas, but maybe Ryan will, but she might be a little focused here on schools. Thank you very much. Sorry. I might regret going this way. I know by getting shot myself in this tank. Here we go. He should pop out to hit me. Luckily I bounced that, but taking a few risks here. But there we go. We have the object 430. Not even mad if I get hit right now, but if I can get him out, that would be excellent. Go. 2 HP. 39 HP. Whatever, it still works. He rammed himself. You, Mr. IS-6. I think you teach every grade in high school, right?
Yeah.
He teaches every grade. I just missed that guy. That would be very useful, Carl, if we had a voice box from Up for Levi. That would make our lives a lot easier. Probably very annoying, though, because he would just be saying, like, wheel all day and want to play with his little throw wheel that we have for him. But it would make things a lot easier in certain matters. But thank you very much again, Dana, and also Labobo for the tips. Starting this month off very fast here. No pressure. I should have just kept going here. The only hope I have is this, if I just keep... We need to ball up, but basically just keep nailing shots here. I need to get lucky here. Nope. I was a little bit off there with that shot, but crap, I missed the bat too. Oh my god. Not that I was fully aimed in, but damn, he's lucky. I'm not going to be able to get back to the cap. It's up to one of those other guys. I'm about to be screwed here. I screwed up there. Need to get them down a tank or two. Oh lord. Not a tank you want to see with a lot of HP in front of you. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of HP now, but we're still in the same predicament where they have a lot more tanks than we do. At least they did reset the cap. That is awesome. Very, very awesome. Oh crap, that's not good. Ooh, that's a lot better there. Alright, definitely no pressure right now. Not an easy win right now, dude. Why'd you just have to jinx me? Like, literally, this is not an easy win. I've got HP, but they could honestly just go cap me out. Yep. They're already... That's gonna suck. It's just... I have no choice but to go back to my base. They're both one-shots, but the problem is there's a minute 26 on our cap. And I should have went back there. I should have went back there sooner, because all they have to do... Like, I don't know why they're all like, oh, you got this, you're gonna win. I was very, very on the fence whether we could pull this off. But all their mediums have to do here, if they go to the cap... Oh, now he's being an asshole. Is just get on the cap and I wouldn't be able to reset them in time. What do they want me to do? I'm going back to the cap. What do they want me to do? Initiate, like, boosters here? Yeah, I just... Yeah, I'm heading the wrong way. It's just something to where... Honestly, I was just... lost there, to be honest, but hello, Abdul. It happens, though. M103. I just couldn't fix it at that point, but top damage, it's just... Yeah, I screwed up there. Thanks for telling me, guys. But... Going to a grind next. But that's the downside of live streaming. Get into... I don't even know what I'm grinding. AMX 30 prototype. But yeah, I would have to say that had an influence in it, the cap frickin' being a different color. But I'm still giving colorblind mode a shot here. As far as the Grill 15 gun Zach, I don't think it should be able to be honest. And Gary, as far as a list for Advent tanks, people are doing guesses for them, but there's no specific list as of right now as far as like certain dates and certain tanks. But honestly, it didn't help. Like the people yelling at me, that just got me distracted, to be honest. Like, you know, it is my fault in the end, but at the same time, they're yelling at me, and I have no clue what they're yelling at me about. So, had they said, hey, you're heading the wrong way, that would have helped. But just sitting there yelling at me, calling me an asshole, like, that didn't make anything any better. But, oh well. Time to move on. I'm not liking... I was gonna push here, but my TDs, they stopped in J2. So I'm not pushing out because they're not able to shoot up here. Hello, money bags. Would see it, Casper. But that's something that distracts me a lot, is when people are just yelling at you and like, yeah, sucks that I screwed up there, but you're not being constructive by just, you know, hurling expletives at somebody.
Son of a bitch.
But at least I'm not asleep on my keyboard right now. I missed him. There's only one already, so I'll take a... Nah, I don't have a shot. But if that happens again, sorry, I forget who wants me to use colorblind mode, but I may turn colorblind mode off, because it does actually make it harder for me to pick out tanks at times, just given purple instead of red. I was hoping he'd hit me in the turret. Alright, so they're pushing the 1-2 line. Would have been nice though if you guys had moved up a little bit. I would have actually went to that flank a little bit more. Stop pushing. Holy crap. I did not expect him to push up that far. He should be finished off here fairly soon. Maybe not. At least that was only HE, but I have a feeling I'm gonna need every little bit of HP for this one. Unless I drive to the wrong cap, that's very possible. I should have won it, but I'm just gonna move on now. It's what I do to pretty much anything that would otherwise frustrate me, so this is no exception to that. Come on. Why did it already have to hit me? At least we're up by 6 tanks here, so I'm probably gonna just push up along the center here. I'm playing for, you know, someone asked specifically if I could play in colorblind mode, but it's not just for one person. I've had quite a few people throughout the years ask me for like colorblind, like say map strategies, weak spot guides, stuff for that, like that. But that last match in particular, I'm on the fence now whether or not I'm gonna keep trying to adjust here for it. That really hurt. Yeah, I might actually not make it before he reloads here. I don't know who's stuck on the side, but hello, Winston. Nice to see you. Very nice if we could spot that T-30. There we go. Not pointing at me, but it's nice to know where exactly he is. Not too concerned about the ISU, because I have plenty of people able to hit him for me. Well, obviously he can, because he killed you. Oh lord, I just missed that shot. Got him. Which hopefully here soon I'll be able to do map strategies again too. Waiting on wargaming here. Seems to be the case for a lot of things at times. Hello again, Carl. Or Carol. Either or. Nice to see you again. Not 4 damage here. Yeah, but next match is gonna be the heavy tank number 6. At least I got one little match there in a grind. Actually, our printer is very loud. This 1 second.
Sorry.
It's alright. I just need to turn my headphones up here. I just kept hearing very faint whispers in French in my ear from that last match. Alright, so wrong way. Heavy tank number 6. It's the next quest. I would assume that we'll probably see this during the advent calendar too. Oh, Winston, yes. Basically, if you chat once per hour, which I'm going to start a raffle here, you get counted as being an active viewer here on YouTube. And with that, you get 1 Levi biscuit per minute. So the winner gets 500 Levi biscuits here. Hello, Brave. Nice to see you. Yes, I am not very heavy-handed with the salt. Unless Ryan's eating the food.
Huh?
Nothing.
I don't know what you're saying, I'm sorry.
I'm not talking to you, it's fine. Hello, Fruity Pebbles. Don't know what she's doing over there.
Checking papers. Taking
Okay.
3 seconds.
I'm gonna actually head north here, but yeah, we have a lot of people heading south where the flag is, but it's not always the best choice for this map. I'm actually gonna head on this side because I'm not gonna be able to make it up here safely. Thank you very much, Raina, for the subscription as well. Sorry I missed that a few minutes ago. Which for everyone, I said it in the beginning of the stream, but if you missed it, my new stream schedule, you can find it in the stream description below here, but for Friday and Sundays, I'm going to be streaming starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Morning streams will be Tuesday and Thursdays. And then Tuesday night, starting at 9 p.m., will be a non-World of Tanks stream. Kind of different every week. Typically, we vote on it on Sundays here. I was going to miss that last one. But I still took a shot anyway when I could have hit this T-25. I really hope that our team in the south pressures them. They should have a leg up by at least a couple tanks down there. But we should actually be in a decent spot here in the north. Yes, this is the Japanese Tiger, the heavy tank number 6. Alright. Oop, that Leo's popping out just when I did not want him to. I'm sticking out here too much. I'm not top tier. I have no clue how they're letting those 2 people cap. To be honest, that should not be happening. Which unfortunately I'm not able to spot these tanks up here. It looks like they just pulled back a pinch and I can't see that far. Oh, nice, you like the Tiger P? I've actually got it in my garage now. I haven't played it since I picked it back up. Or at least I think I have it in my garage again. Don't quote me on that. Are you kidding me? I let that thing get a frickin' shot on me. Unfortunately, all my guys are up there. I'm kind of a sitting duck, essentially, because so many different ways that they could kill me right now. And I literally maybe have that Hellcat, but it doesn't look like it. Alright, the leopard's able to help me, it looks like. It seems, if you're saying it seems like I'm top tier, I'm tier 6 and there's tier 7s. Thank you very much, Vince, for the subscription. I'd like to do something here, but I'm gonna try going right. These guys aren't really spotting, pushing, really anything. So I'm gonna start going this way since these guys are actually moving around a little bit here. Been a while since I've seen a T23, yeah, T23 E3. Usually you don't see any of them. Congratulations, Floyd, on winning. As far as the raffles go tonight, I said a little bit ago, I have 2 Total War Arena closed beta keys. If you haven't gotten to try out Total War, I can either message you in game if you send me a message in there, or on Discord, on the stream Discord here. I can message you one of the beta keys. Yep, this Leo all the way around here. Thank you very much, Victor, in advance. Or if you want to pass it along to somebody else, I will, do that as well. Crap, now I have a FE304 on me. Probably going to get flanked here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I live near our county's, or, yeah, I guess county, township's airport. I hear a fire alarm going off, or a fire siren here. We don't know what happened, but like, I thought it might have killed the stream tonight, but like an hour and a half ago, we heard like a huge explosion almost, like someone's around the corner here down the street, like a house caught on fire or something blew up on their house. He just got shredded and we didn't even get anything. Yep, there we go. We got something in return, but I don't know if that was worth it. If I was them, I'd plop my butt on cap right now. We'd have to come to them, and we'd be pretty hard pressed to do that without suffering a lot of damage. Be careful, they can hit us there by RDN off of that little hill. Be careful. This point right in front of him. Crap. I'm gonna watch this unfold. Don't know what he's thinking. At this point, I was thinking about pushing across, but it's this isn't fast enough. Yeah, I don't even know what I want to do here at this point. Right, our Hellcat wants to push that way. I guess I'll stick with him. OI Experimental hasn't really pushed at all. Yeah. I'm definitely not I should have moved sooner. This Arties, yeah, they're able to take me out here most likely. Alright. Oh well, my luck ran out there. It's thank you very much, Victor, for the gift shop package here. So let me fix something over here before I get going. Alright. I don't think this OI experimental is gonna pull it out for us here. Thank you very much, Englewood, for the follow over on Twitch. No problem, Floyd. I'll send this to you. I'll make sure to hide it behind my webcam here in a second. Pretty much to redeem this, you can just do it through your World of Tanks account here. More or less, all you have to do is just redeem it, you know. Okay, let me just black out the screen for a second here. But it uses the same account. Here we go. Which I do have one more Total War key for a little bit later on for the next raffle here. So I have another grind coming up here. Why don't I hop into a Skoda T25, which I've actually come to the conclusion where I am gonna disable the colorblind here, because if I can even find it again, to be honest. Okay. There we go. Sorry for those that requested it, but I still can't get over that one match that, yeah, that would have been completely different had I not had that on. Winston, if you're asking about Levi biscuits, you just get them through watching. You know, all you have to do is participate in chat. You can type !LB or !rank. In the video description, you'll see a URL. It'll shoot you over to the stream website where you can see what you can purchase, how much stuff you have if you go to check coins, stuff like that. But you can't expect to get, you know, a ton of them right off the get-go. A lot of people have been watching for a very long time. And also, you do get Levi biscuits for sponsoring and also tipping as well. Like sponsors on YouTube here get 4 times the amount of Levi biscuits, and if you're a moderator, you also get another 1x multiplier on it. Going well, Englewood. So far, so good. I made a pretty big error in one match, but whoopsie daisy. Not sure how long I'm going to stay out on this side, but see how it goes. Oh lord, now I gotta get used to frickin' red again. It's like, oh my god. This is like night and day here. I don't have to... I don't mean to be making fun of anyone who's colorblind, but it's just... I don't have to squint now to see purple. Crap, I shouldn't have taken that extra little... It wasn't worth it for me to push out like that the second time. Which I wonder why don't they use, like, they use a kind of grayed out purple or washed out purple for colorblind mode. I wonder why they don't use blue. I think blue is perfectly fine as far as most colorblindness goes. So I'm pretty sure that's what I use for my weak spot guides. I use blue and I use yellow because they're very different, you know, as far as colors go. You can tell them easily apart, and they kind of stand out on almost every background. But, what do I know? I'm sure there's some mod that uses different colors for colorblind mode, but... Very tricky spot here right now. I might have gotten them with that, but... Well, yeah, playing the T-54, it is a moral question whether or not to throw a lot of heat out of it, but like you said, that's why it's called the Heat 54. You know, I try not to use a lot, but there comes a point where, you know, if you're in a tough situation or coming from behind, you know, you can't feel that bad about abusing the heat on the tank. Oh god, yeah, I'm a goner here. I need him to ram me. There we go. Thanks for doing 178 damage to yourself there, E25. I hope my team wins this, but they've hit a bit of a snag, which I'm kind of surprised. Like, you see it a lot, but I'm kind of surprised our M12, you know, push over there, super easy shots. But, and also, you don't get flanked as quickly if these two guys die. But what do I know? Anyway, moving along, Matilda Black Prince is up next. That's a very good yeah, I agree with that, Andrew. Sorry, I had to reread that real quick. Hopefully you use that because I'm pretty sure people can see the code now. Floyd. But I assume you used it at this point. But alright, what do we got? Matilda Black Prince. Sorry, I got a little lost there for a second. I have been up since 3:30 this morning, so I'm a little bit on the tired side. I thought I had a Discord invite on there. But that, yeah, I could be wrong as far as that. As far as a link to Discord here, I'll pop a quick invite in the chat there. Thank you for that, Gary. Yeah, honestly, that's one thing I might look for, just to get, yeah, I might look for something to where I can change the colors to something that works out for colorblind mode, but the purple, you know, it's a little hard for me to pick out tanks, honestly. as you know, as you guys saw in that one one match. Thank you very much. Bless you. Levi Biscuits, you can't transfer them to your World Tanks account. they're purely for stream currency. I don't know if you're joking, but I'm not gonna stop to shoot this guy. Chances of me hitting him even fully aimed in are pretty low. After this, I have the Valentine 2, T20, T28 prototype, a funny tank request, and an M103. The snowman's holding some gold shells. Which, if I remember here soon, I'm going to put up a poll for Tuesday night stream. It's only going to be 3 options this time. But I'll put it up for a vote here. Unfortunately, I just drove this way just to have to turn back, potentially. Hopefully I have some tanks with no armor in front of me. Reason. You can keep leaving your rare armor out. I'm completely fine with that. Granted, it's gonna get a point. Yeah. My EP is gonna struggle sometimes to pen this T1. Go. Okay. I haven't seen anyone yet, so I'm just gonna take the shortest route here. Crap, we have a Luke's. Really need their Matilda here to turn. I'm sorry, I actually can't hit that light. It'll take me at least like 30 seconds just to be able to shoot him where I spotted him from, yet alone where he's at now. So sorry, Artie. My last shot in the Matilda till I actually know where he's at. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. Winston, I just honestly, I'm timing you out. I literally just answered that question, to where, you know, I explained it, and I'm pretty sure other people kind of explain Levi biscuits are just stream currency. So please, you know, pay attention a little bit. If you're just trying to spam a little bit, I don't think you are, but you know, this is a, you know, a warning. I try to read every single message in the chat to where, you know, if I feel like someone's, you know, not exactly honoring that two-way agreement in a way, then, you know, I'm just gonna time you out. But Levi biscuits, they're purely for the stream. They're nothing to do with World of Tanks as far as in the game goes. The only place you can use them, if you click my video description beneath the video here on YouTube, you'll see something that says the stream shop, and it'll pop you over to, it's called Fussbot, that website, and that's where you can spend them. Valentine 2 here coming up. But I'll actually pop it into the chat as well. But we have a Mastery Badge 3rd class here. Top 2 damage, but luckily I had some enemies drive my way because otherwise it would have been tough to keep up with a lot of those faster tanks. Moving along here. Valentine 2. I have not played this tank in quite some time here. And I actually don't have a light tank crew for this, to be honest. Let me actually see. Actually have, maybe I do, the T-45. I was about to say, as far as crews go, Russian lights, I think that's going to be the best I get here. Yep, as far as crew members go that actually have 100% efficiency. I'm not going to put any equipment on this. Who's played World of Tanks the longest? I'm sure other people have played it longer than me here, but I've played since 2011. Which tank would you like, Grigsby, for the challenge? Alright, we got Tundra here. Up after this, I'll do kind of the poll for Tuesday night stream. Before I keep forgetting to do it between every battle. I said drink more coffee there because I'm starting to hit a little bit of a wall. PZT25 for a challenge, sure thing. Okie dokie, where do I think? I'm actually gonna go to the hill. I'm like, where do I think there'll actually be tanks? I'm gonna head that way. Alright, my team. I don't have too many people on the 1 to 3 side. Might come back to bite us, but I feel like lower tier matches, a lot of people, like they're putting a lot of people in the center, but a lot of people tend to stay on this side, at least when it comes from the southern spawn. So I'm gonna roll with that for now. You know, who knows if that's right or wrong. Hello, Iron Tanker. Nice to see you. My ping, it's between 40 and jumps up a little bit to 70 milliseconds. A little bit of fluctuation, but it's still pretty good. I'm going to try to stay hidden here because I'd much appreciate it if he's going to get too close and he's going to proxy spot me. Like it if he, you know, kind of went around there, but that's a little wishful thinking. On T46, make a mistake. Waiting on here. More concerned about him than this other Valentine 2, to be honest. See if I do that. Oops, daisy. Alright, now we got ourselves in a bit of a pickle. Alright, M5. I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but I know you're trying to run away now, but I don't know why you ran out here, dude. And you don't have a fire extinguisher either. Ooh, he does not have the clip gun. Oh, that's no bien. No. Come on, premium rounds. Honestly, I'm not well versed in my Valentine weak spots right now. But, I guess we won it. That's all you can hope for sometimes with low tier matches. Hello, Russian guy. Thanks for the wishes. No problem, Iron Tanker. I say sometimes, you know, with the Latin American server kind of being tested, it'll sometimes put you on that by mistake. That happened to me one time when I logged in. I caught it before I streamed now. That's, you know, Winston. I'll leave it. Thank you very much, Graham. We've warned you quite a few times, and yeah, for you to just come back and say it right away after you're timed out. You had your warning in the chat and also verbally. But anyway, nice to see you, Super Cat. Got a T20 up next. Well, yeah. I think he might have been either a new player or, I don't know, maybe sometimes, like, if I hop into really old tanks, I can forget to do the equipment right. Maybe it just didn't resupply. But yeah, fire extinguisher is definitely something I know some people go without it, but I'll never go without one. On the test server, maybe, but yeah. Okie dokie, so I don't know where. I'm gonna head a little bit further north, but I'm not gonna push out to my typical kind of like a medium or light in this area. I'm gonna kind of hang back a little bit to begin with. I'm gonna have to fix. Yeah, it keeps popping up every now and then. Usually I don't have any issues, which I forgot to put up the poll again. I usually don't have any issues with streaming, but for some reason OBS is saying my CPU's maxing out when it isn't. So I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that apparently. Yeah, I haven't streamed in several days. I haven't had any updates in between now and then, so definitely not a good sign. But after this battle, I'll definitely remember to put up the poll. We're gonna have 3 picks for Tuesday's stream. I bounced off of him. Hello. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Good night. Hope you feel better. There's gonna be 3 picks, and with that we're gonna have Total War Arena, Destiny 2, and Dreadnought as far as picks for Tuesday's stream. That chance for me to be able to pin this guy, so I'm just gonna chuck each at him and piss him off. It's like my premium round potentially could get him, but I might actually, yeah, I'm going to use my repair kit here. B, yeah, I didn't want to take that, but alright, we're down by 2. We're losing the map control essentially. I wasn't able to push out, and unfortunately not having the center is a pretty big problem, because they're going to be able to push a lot of different ways on us. And Paris is all about having the different little flanks to work through, so you don't have to just plow through an enemy. Looking like we kind of, I guess, have to like suck it up here. Alright, I was hoping the AT-7 would block that, or at least spot him, but I have no idea how he's not spotting that T-28 HTC. I'm like really shocked by that. Because sometimes sitting in these bushes, it can actually hurt your spotting chances, but I guess there might be that one little block in the center between him and the AT-7, but outside of that, I don't have any guesses. I need to hop down here. AT-7 over here should be popping up shortly. There he is, but favorite tank, the T-110 E3. I almost said E5, E3. We have our Souths is getting annihilated at this point. The T-43 moves somewhere over here because I just got shot building behind me. Yeah, this is not going to end well, but unfortunately, you know, Paris, for a tank that you can't really rely on your armor, you're kind of at the mercy sometimes of where your big tanks go. And unfortunately for me, we didn't really take a flank that I could, you know, play aggressive on and try to help out. I was just kind of hoping for the best and trying to get as many shots off as possible, but in the grand scheme of things, I didn't get, you know, that much shots off, or that many shots. Come on, dude, fly off. I wanted him, honestly, to try to crush me. Might as well die in style. Yep, this is, yeah, that's gonna hurt a little bit. Come on, one more shot. Maybe a little bit of ramming damage. There we go. I ended up with 1300, but yeah, we never took any flank. We just all kind of sat there. I could have pushed out, but it honestly wouldn't have done any good for me or my team. I have a T-25 challenge now after I set up this pole. Yeah, top 2 damage, but we just, yeah, it was kind of no contest after a little bit there. Let me first, before doing the poll, get my tank queued up here. So we have the T-25, and with this challenge, it's a standard challenge, so we're gonna have 1.5 times the HP total as far as damage, assist, and block here. Hopefully this poll pops up, so it doesn't cost anything to vote here. You're just going to type !vote, press space, and you're going to have option 1, it's going to be Total War Arena, option 2, Destiny 2, and option 3 is Dreadnought. It'll pop up on the screen. So let me start the poll here, but it'll tell you in the chat as well. So Let's get that popped up there. Hello, Dylan. Nice to see you. So the PZ T25 here. Uh-oh, I gotta get my crew back. There we go. I was a little afraid it was in a different tank in a battle, but nope. So I've got to do 915 damage assistant blocked. I might end up rounding that up. Alright, so far I think everyone kind of has their mind made up. I had a feeling it would be this way. But feel free to vote for anything. You gotta vote, you have to do 1, 2, or 3, Grigsby. The way Fussbot works, it works off of the numbers. Alright, so being bottom tier here. Hopefully I get some people on this side, but it's looking like they're all going to one flank. It'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. A vote? What do you mean by that? If I'm gonna complete the challenge? I could set that up if you'd like. Right now, I can't. Only one can go on at a time. I could do, honestly, bets though. I could set that up, the bet if I'm gonna get it or not. That wouldn't be too hard for me to do. What do you mean by join me playing Total War? Potentially. You know, if anyone's on and is playing, I forget what it's called. It's not platooning there. But I haven't, you know, say platoon with anybody yet on Total War. But it is possible. But yeah, if you're online, we could try to do that. I am definitely not going to stay here very long, but... IS. Goodbye, IS. I am running away from you. Alright, 113 request. I can do that. I try... Looking at the request, I might be able to do a few more if anybody else has any others. Now that, you know, I have one more week essentially of work here. Like, we're not open for the public, but, you know, we have 4 parties left for the year. But now that, you know, my work season's basically over, some streams I can kind of stream longer now. This isn't one of them, though, just since I've been up since 3:30 in the morning. I'm kind of dragging here. We actually, being the last day, like, open for like regular breakfast and stuff, as far as like the sheer amount of people, we weren't even open for lunch and dinner today, but just for breakfast service, it was probably in the top 10 today and yesterday, both days, for like the amount of people that we did. It kind of drained me. People love Santa Claus. I don't want to chuck APCR because it's not going to better my chances that much. Guess I'll shoot at this guy over here. Not that I hit him. There we go. Let's say it doesn't seem like a lot for the challenge, like getting to what, like 915, but it can be tough sometimes. Come on. It's like penning things is a challenge in any tier 5 medium. trying to pen higher tiers. Especially not trying to throw. Like, I don't want to use my gold primarily, like that IS. Now I can pen him, shooting his side. But it wouldn't have helped out that much shooting at such a long range. Really hoping this A44 doesn't push on me. Possibility. Come on, turret. The turret does take a while to turn on this thing. Inching my way like 90, 100 damage at a time here. Crap, he probably has a repair kit. Well, thank you very much for the challenge, Grigsby. I just barely got through it here. I actually don't want to push on this IS. I don't know why I'm doing that. We're defending here, so I don't need to kill them. We have 4 minutes, but crap. I can try to help you, it's just, you know, I've got like 400 damage with this APCR. Then after that, penning, like I can kind of pen to KV2, but it's a struggle here. Crap. Really? A little bit further up. Yeah, I think we're kind of boned here now. Can't pen to IS. I can pen to A44 if it drives at me backwards. Yeah, and the bishop shooting at me. Which Tuesday night, not that it was any doubt, gonna be streaming a Total War Arena. Which, good night, Gary. That's a lot of tanks, honestly, to name off the top of my head, Dylan. Sorry, I can't do that. I try to answer questions the best I can, but that's a very vague question. Okie dokie. But thank you again, Grigsby, for the... Hey, I got a little lucky there, they weren't shooting at me, but sometimes sitting in the center there from that side can, you kind of slip through the cracks, but it took me a while to get 1100 damage there. I did use the APCR I carried, but really sometimes not even just with the T25 here, but tier 5 mediums in general, your pen when you're bottom tier, it just isn't enough to even deal with anything with standard rounds. Like, that's why like 4 HE is a little bit low, but it's definitely tough once you're a tier 5 medium. I've stated it countless times on the stream how I feel like they're a little bit underpowered in general. So we got a T-28 Proto here next. Yeah, that was a pretty lopsided poll we had there. Which I'll put up the next raffle here after this battle. So I have one more Total War beta key that the next raffle winner will get. Alright, bottom tier again. I don't know where I want to head yet. Enjoy work, Labobo. Even though you're gonna have a very long shift ahead of you. Dylan, I added the 113 to my tank request list. I can't get to it right away. Especially since the 2 requests in front of it right now, they've been waiting for at least like an hour and a half since those tanks were requested. I played it safe here. I'd like to run over these trees as well, so... Alright, we just lost 2 tanks. That's not a good sign. I was gonna pop out a little bit further that way, but you know, with us down tanks now, it makes it a little bit more riskier. Thank you very much, Grigsby, for the tip. Yeah, some matches, I would say I definitely got a little lucky there, but some matches, you know, you get a little bit luckier than others. Fortunately, they didn't see me right off the get-go. Or they might have seen me and they're like, ah, that thing isn't that dangerous. That might have been a case for that. I hit him on the track there. That was my one, like, cheapy shot here before I was spotted. I could have taken that shot. No. Let's say I critted him twice. One of that was, or one of those was an ammo rack. Just from playing the T-54E1. That thing, it's frustrating to play sometimes, but I still think it's a pretty good tank once you get it fully upgraded. Waiting for, honestly, our T-30 and our Defender, they should be making moves here. Might be a little risky if this T-54 pops out, but I think I can do this with, you know. Nope, he's still looking at me. And I guess lost. Luckily he had the smaller gun, but... And I guess missed him. Awesome. Like, I think I could do that, but he was still aiming my way. Crap. What am I doing? I shouldn't have done that. And... it's kind of funny when, you know, it's part of the game, but his AP shell can pretty much pen me almost every single time outside of a few little areas. And yet he felt the need to switch over to, not liking my chances of hitting that, he felt the need to switch over to APCR. But that was my fault for... I knew the reloads were very similar, but I thought I could barely eke out a shot there. I should have taken that when I had a shot, but I definitely did not help my team out very much here. We're down by 6 tanks. 5 tanks now. I didn't do them any favors. Alright, playing the T-28 Proto bottom tier. Unfortunately, you know, compared to the standard T-28, I would say the prototype is the better tank. Yeah. It's just, once you start facing tier 9s, unless they have really low pen, tier 9s and 10s can pretty much penetrate the entire front of your tank, outside of like bits of the mantlet, or if you get lucky and over angle and they don't shoot your side armor. It's just it's one of those tanks that doesn't scale very well. It still is a gun, you know, pretty good gun, DPM, and a turret on it being a TD, but unfortunately, you know, if you start getting shot, it just, you know, it definitely turns out to be a hard tank to play against higher tiers. Alright, so next up is a funny tank. I wouldn't say a TOG 2 is funny. I saw someone mention that earlier. When I play the M56 Scorpion, that's kind of a funny tank. Or I'll play the Gross Tractor here. That's a little bit more funny and strange, I think. See you, Mojo. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice one. But here we go with a raffle. It's the request I had, funny, so. I'm actually going to start out with an HE shell here. Oh, like the TOG can be funny, but I just foresee myself getting in a match where, honestly, you know, I'm just driving there and then I get annihilated, you know, when my team's down or I get outnumbered. Alright, I shouldn't take my eyes off there, but I don't know why you just stopped. The Sentinel is a little funny from the front, but have that much armor. I also can't pen him with my HE. That's what I was banking on for my first shot there. Oh lord, you are using APCR. You are a filthy stat patter. Easy S35 throwing APCR. Fantastic. Yeah. I don't even know why I just pulled out there again. I can't fight him. This is why I shouldn't have picked a low tier tank, to be honest, because like I'll take low tier requests, but usually I do not like matches under tier 5 a lot of times. I don't find them to be all that fun. Especially, you know, balancing, unless you're playing one of the kind of overpowered, which premiums at low tiers, this is a premium tank, but it's a very, very bad one. You have some very imbalanced premiums at low tiers, which I'll try my luck at HE again, only because the pen on this really sucks if this S35 gives me another shot. Crap, they're already just whack that guy. Reload quicker. Thank God. Your freaking APCR didn't save you there. He wasn't even shooting at me. That makes me feel a little bit better. But funny thing is, he could have penned me with standard AP. for pretty much every shot that he hit me with. Alright, now I can start using... Oh lord, PZ1C with a APCR here. Terrifying. Oh lord, I missed. This is not good. I'm actually gonna maybe get through here and surprise one of them. Yep, I saw that guy moving back. Oh lord. Shit. Oh, well, we made it out here in the end. 5 kills, only 353 damage, but it worked out. Tons of freaking gold ammo, though. Hey, we got a mastery badge first class. In my tank with, you know, not even a right crew in it. I only had one. I should have spotted that I retrained my crew. But yeah, at least we got a win here. This guy, though, oh, yeah. But let me add something to the shop here, which, not to sound mean, Dylan, but requesting specifically a tank that I hate. I'm not gonna do that tank request. Please, yeah, that's not exactly, especially since you already have a 113 on the request list. You know, anyone can request more tanks if you requested a tank earlier, but until I get through your requests, you know, kind of wait a little bit. Congratulations, Dingo. If you would like the Total War beta key, either message me in game or on Discord, and I can send it to you. Alright, but next up here I have the M103. Sorry, I'm spacing out a little bit over there. Again, I've been up since 3:30 a.m. this morning. My last early day for the season, thank God. Yeah, the way I do giveaways here is the base is 500 Levi biscuits. If I ever ace a tank or get a first class, you can see anyone that's a sponsor has a custom emoji you can add to the raffle pot, and it'll continually go up. I've been on the cusp of, earlier in the stream I had a lot of alright, thank you, Dingo. I'll send you the key right after this battle over on Discord. Yeah, really, you know, anyone can request a tank again. I have a little bit of time to do some more. Unfortunately, Vance, I don't have a grill. Sorry. I do have a tank request list. It's in the video description beneath here if you don't know what tanks I have. It's just, you know, if you have a tank already on the tank request list, like still, I haven't played it yet, that's the time where, you know, I kind of ask not to request another tank until I finish that. Ouch. Their arty's actually doing their job here. This leopard prototype should die, so I kind of aimed off of him. Come on. Stun, go away. Afraid of this T-49 hitting me. He's aiming for me here. Nope, I do not have a grill 15. I don't have any German TDs outside of premiums. I might have 279 tanks, but can't own them all. Unless, you know, I dump in a ton of money to be able to free XP. Like I grind through tanks. I'll free XP the modules now, which thank you very much, guys. A lot of you guys buy me gift shop packages. That helps out a ton. But, you know, I know some people have all the tanks unlocked, but that's either extremely expensive or, you know, I've played since 2011 and I don't have the experience to unlock all the tanks. Getting close, but not there yet. Still waiting for my loader back to where I'm just kind of biding time, hoping that they make a mistake here. There he is. I knew he was somewhere around here. Of course I hit his upper plate still. I knew I could shoot through the little wall there and hit the lower plate, but missed it by just a hair. There we go. See you, GG. Thanks for watching. Have a nice one. Now, when you guys request the T92, if you could please specify if it's the T92 SPG or the T92 light tank. That would be awesome. I'm guessing a lot of you guys are requesting the light, but it's still something that'll help me out now that there's two in the game. Alright, there's only one tank out there, so I'm gonna double back this way. Really, Artie? Really? Only up by 2 tanks, but running away right now. Shot freaking under him. I'm afraid of the 183, but I could have aimed a little bit better there in the grand scheme of things. There we go. I've one shot at so many M103s and a 183 that I'm very careful. It's just M103 doesn't have enough very thick armor to where either you get smacked by AP or a Hess shell frickin' pens you. Yep, here he comes. I got myself a little bit, there we go, a little bit too far out, which I'm not actually completely safe right now. Thank you for picking the tank that was not wiggling. Fortunately, that's a problem with the 183. I can pen his upper plate. They might have buffed it a while ago, like a very long time ago now, to give it more armor. Still can't bounce stuff. Maybe lower tiers, like tier 8s and stuff, but yeah. Still doesn't have enough armor, in my opinion. Pretty decent match here, though. Let me get Dingo a key here for Total War. Because I wasn't sure, anyone on Discord, if you don't have if you don't have access to the Discord server, just let me know and I can give you permissions. Which Dingo, are you currently on? There's an Iridium 57, but it has 2 U's. And I see that there's one with only 1 U on there. I don't know if someone's trying to steal your name or if you just have a second account. So let me know and I can give it to you. But top 2 damage here. Which hello Israel, nice to see you. That must have hurt John. Up next here I have a 113. Through all my tanks here. And as far as other requests, unfortunately I don't have a grill. We got FE304, T92. We'll go with a light. Type 64 again, a Fury. Okay, it's just one U, Dingo, and you're not on right now, correct? Because there is a Iridium 57 with 2 U's on, but if you're not logged into Discord right now, I'll send it to the one with just 1 U that's not logged in. That's honestly very shady that someone would do that. Alright, 113 here. Okay, I'll send you the key and the key right after this Dingo. Okay, T92 was the arty one. Okay, I'll play both. Just because there was 2 separate T92 requests. I'm getting really confused there, to be honest. Which, whoever's Dylan on Discord, please, I only have 2 Total War keys. I can't give out anymore. So, you know, asking me for any, I can't help you there. It's all good, Dingo. I actually, there's an Iridium with just 1 U on there. I don't know if that's you as well. You know, same numbers and everything. But I'll send it to the one you just messaged me at. Wanted to double check. But as far as Total War, you can apply to get into the closed beta, or, you know, it is one of those things, if you buy a gift shop package for Total War, it does give you a closed beta key. But more or less, I have 2 keys from, I purchased a shop package, even though I've been in it since the closed alpha and had access to the beta here. I still wanted to pick up because gold and premium time's separate, since Wargaming's, it's just a publisher, it's not a developer, to where it's not like World of Warplanes, World of Warships, where your premium account kind of carries over. Well, you know, the 183 is still being kept in the game the same, just unfortunately not in the tech tree. I would push out here, but everyone's sitting behind me right now, you know, 2 or 3 squares back. They can't hit any tanks really outside of just the E50M. where it doesn't make sense for me to push out. Alright, I sent you the key there since I had a second. I'll give you a... Oh, awesome, I just got the audio bug. Oh lord. Trying to like juggle a few different things here. And of course the audio bug rears its head again. But I sent you the key there in the message. I would like to push out of here. It's just, it's a little bit too iffy until we start getting a little bit more spots over this way. He keeps spotting me here. No problem though. We'll give it a go. Still think that bat, because he hit me a couple times, he's reloading that medium. Here we go. 83 is almost hit me here. Yeah, I really hope that it gets fixed in the next patch. I haven't seen them specifically say it's going to be fixed. 9 damage, but one can hope. Throwing heat. I'll have to fix this audio bug after this battle, so I have to refresh and restart my client here. Him throwing heat, I'm gonna do it back at him. One of those. Okay, I can actually get this Kronwagen now. Surprised. Never mind, they got him. I'm surprised that the E5 didn't end up giving him a little pop. As far as gun depression goes, this lacks a little bit frontally. I'd be better off aiming over my sides, but this E5 can make quick work of me. You missed too much, Lobobo. Alright. Are you really pushing? I got him, it's just... we fine now, it's just... that was definitely a little bit risky. I shot a second too early. This is a good choice. Got him out. Goner. Didn't take too much damage. I knew the E100 was gonna die, but I thought it was better for me to get that E4 out. Go. Ah. Glad you didn't have any traffic. Traffic in Cape May here. Fortunately, everyone kind of left today. The West Cape May Christmas parade is pretty big around this area, to where it's busier in Cape May the last 2 days than in the summer, just from like the sheer number of people. Time for a little HE. Shot lower where I wanted it to, but yeah. see, being assault, I start to see that they're kind of stalling here. They're in a pretty good spot now. They're not going to be able to get to me unless they go through everyone, which is still a possibility, but they only have 27 seconds to do it. At least I'm on the right cap this time. There's only one cap to pick from. Hide here. Here we go. Capped them out. Awesome. And even got one more kill here. They were just turtling up in that corner to where it didn't make sense to keep pushing on them. I'm glad I kind of saw the clock before that became a loss there. Alright, so I had to restart my client here real fast. Got a master badge first class again. Not a bad match there in the 113. Let me add another thing to the chatbot shop here. Crew skills as well. Top 3 damage though. Most amount of experience and 5 kills. Mainly because I spotted my own damage there. Not because I got a lot of assist damage. But all in all, pretty good fight. Let me reset here to fix that audio because that drives me nuts. Thank you very much, Rich. Come on. Go. As far as the key, Dingo and Floyd for Total War, it lasts through all the testing phases. Like right now it's in closed beta, but it'll last, you know, through, you know, really only open betas after this. But yeah, it's not like a one-time thing to where you only get access for like a certain amount of time. Because it's getting semi-close to when they're gonna release it. Alright, there we go. Let me get some crew skills before I forget about this. Yeah, I'm actually gonna start going repair. Right, next up I have the FV304. I'm gonna change the T92 request to, I'll play both of them. The next raffle is going to be 1,300 Levi biscuits so far. Where do you download it from, Floyd? Basically go to the Total War website. Or I believe if you have the Wargaming Center, you can download it from there. Yeah, if you go to this URL, you'll see in the top right corner download. And then I assume you redeem your code already on your account, your Wargaming account. Just, you know, log in with what you usually do for World of Tanks and it'll work. Oopsie daisy. Need to start playing. Yeah, I'll actually head out over here. I have not, Israel. I know a lot of people like that. I guess I probably wouldn't read it. I'd rather watch the anime of it. Yeah, I thought about going to the factory side given the trajectory of the shells over here. But I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm hoping my team doesn't die in the field first off. Just missed them. It's called Total War Arena. You can look it up. It's kind of like a, like, it's different than other Total War games. It's not like a League of Legends type game essentially. It's hard to describe. I think to put it in World of Tanks perspective, because it is, Wargaming is a publisher of it. It's kind of modeled off of like the same tier system, unlocking. There's hero units, like premium units essentially. They're not any better, but they earn more credits and experience. But say instead of you have a tank here, each player has 3 kind of like platoons of units essentially. And you have 1 hero unit to go along with it with different abilities. So you have 10 people on each side, 1 hero unit with different abilities, and 3 kind of groups of units to where you either have like swordsmen, pikemen, like spearmen. Second, I have to like really focus on actually hitting this guy. Not like I'm in a high tier already can splash. You have like archers, catapults, horsemen, and it's a really tactical game. It's fast paced at times, but it's a thinking game, and really small changes how you set up drastically affect. Like I might be able to show during my stream, because it actually has a really cool replay system to where you can view your replays right in the client without hopping out, and also on top of that, you can actually view other people's replays. They kind of cherry pick like best of, and they feature players' replays that are recent. I thought that was a really cool feature. I might actually be able to pull one of mine up. I was playing as the Greeks and using I'm probably gonna botch the name, but basically Spartan hoplites, I think they're called. And I set up in a phalanx formation, you know, kind of you dig in, just point your spears forward. And I had like 4 people push on me, and it's just me, myself. And I basically boxed them in. I kind of boxed them all in, and they never flanked me, and I just annihilated all of them by myself. That was really fun and rewarding. But had I not, if I just stayed in a straight line instead of close in on them, I would have ended up getting flanked and killed. At least we won this. If we lose this, then something terribly wrong went on when I'm about to hop out here. But at least I got a few hits in there. I helped. But anyway, Type 64 is up next. But Total War Arena, it's in closed beta right now. I gave the only 2 keys I had for it, but you can apply. And it's getting somewhat close to, excuse me, releasing open beta here soon. Alright, Type 64. Then I have 2 T92s, a Fury, Strub 103B, Object 140, and a T57 Heavy. I'm going to do my best to get to all of them. Again, I can't go too much past the endpoint here, only because I had a really early day. Tomorrow's, yeah. I don't stream tomorrow. The next stream's going to be Tuesday morning, but tomorrow I have a quite a bit to catch up on since I've been working a little bit more than usual the past week or two here. I actually hit him. Didn't damage him, but I actually got a shot landed on him. From the looks of it, I would say that we have the numbers over here by almost 2 to 1. I could be very wrong here. Like, very, very wrong. But I think we have really good numbers in the grand scheme of things. Yep, and not wrong, but at least, oh god, I repaired the wrong thing. I did my gunner instead of my driver. I just got nailed by a GW. Actually gotta keep moving here. Very nice, Chinu. Oh, Tuesday my time, nice cuppa. I'll rephrase that. Tomorrow is my first day off in a while. I'm gonna sleep. Sounds like late for a lot of people, but I'm gonna sleep until about 6 a.m. That's very late for me. They should be fine with resetting the cap with how they're setting up. I'm still gonna push down here just so we have some eyes, and I might be able to help take out the TVs, but if they cap us out, I'm gonna blame a little bit of this on me. I could get one reset in even with my low HP. At least I had their already running a little bit here. Oopsie daisy. Yep. You almost got me there. Huh. Well, hopefully I look good on the new TV. I'm hoping for... Unfortunately, Ryan and I, just because with her teaching and Levi and everything, we typically can't go on like my family's trip. I'm hoping for Christmas this year I'm getting a new graphics card since we can't go on family trips. They tend to get us some pretty good presents, but I thought about, honestly, not that we need a new TV, but I thought about getting a slightly larger TV, but I unfortunately, or not unfortunately, unless something breaks when it comes to like TVs and stuff, I can't justify getting a new one. And Levi hasn't read my mind to accidentally run into the desk that it's sitting on. That's very nice. I like Sony TVs. Never had a problem with them. I still have first Sony flat screen I've, bought. That was basically like, it was just like 10 years ago, but crap. Awesome. Uh-oh. Hopefully his two buddies haven't pushed further. Okay, can our AT2s please, please, now they're pushing. Alright. I'm trying, like, it makes sense for me to kind of flank out here, but I'm trying to waste a little bit of time before, you know, we get our AT2s into the fight. I'm starting to run out of real estate here, though. This M4 is not going to back up the way I need him to. I can get a shot here. It's Awesome Jackson. Jackson's still behind me. They have the arty, so we're kind of in need of... There we go. No damage though. I just need to get behind building now because unfortunately I got myself in a spot. Just got nailed by an SPG. Yeah, there's a critical hit again, but no damage. That's what I need right now is damage. If I had landed those 2 shots, this would be a little bit different story. Crap, I can't spot him through there. I think he stopped moving around for me. Nope, he actually went low. God damn it, you little short tank. I guess I don't have 6th sense. I thought I did. That's my bad. For whatever reason, I thought I had 6th sense on this tank, but I guess I didn't. Oh well, that was a pretty big mistake, and now everything comes crumbling down. A 1080 Ti is real. If I was gonna get one before the new ones come out next year, it would be that. But I guess I don't have 6th sense. That's my bad, because I forgot for a lot of premiums I just swapped a lot of my better crews that do have 6th sense, and a lot of them are lights to ones that I do need to crew train. That's my bad for forgetting about that. Oh well. So I'm going to do the T92 SPG first and then get to the T92 light. That was a pretty big mistake there. Alright, we got El Haloof. Very nice. Which, for anyone that missed it earlier, my new streaming schedule is going to be Friday and Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then Tuesday and Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then Tuesday nights, starting at 9 p.m., I'll be doing non-World of Tanks streams. This week coming up is going to be Total War Arena. Wargaming hasn't said anything about buffing T92 or arty in general. A lot of people heading south, which kind of scares me here. Say I might have to stream in 4K if you guys keep getting 4K things. But that would require Comcast to actually give me more upload speed. Because technically my PC can do it, it's just Hey, I don't have a 4K PC monitor, but yeah, my upload speed is not good enough to do that. Alright, we don't have anyone. I'm gonna get in a little bit better spot. I think the two different start times I have, you know, starting at 8 in the morning or at night, I'm probably gonna keep that only because it works pretty well for Ryan and I. And it also leaves me, even on days I stream, a little bit of a little bit of room to get some stuff done. Once I gotta finish a ton of yard work this week, but hopefully, you know, it leaves time after some streams I do in the morning to do website stuff. Well, Carl, two people requested the T92. You know, you being the SPG, the other being the light, I believe. Or vice versa, I meant. Alright, I'm just honestly staring at the wall here. I'm tired. I very easily space out though, you know, if I'm awake too long. Crap. I honestly suck at SPGs, and I just literally missed that shot where shoulda, coulda, woulda. Awesome, I still killed him, and I feel a little less bad. Yeah, as far as graphics card goes, I always get EVGA cards. Fortunately, I cannot hit them there. I can hit those guys though, most likely. One way or another, I'll be able to scare this Scorpion G. It might just be a splash, but what the hell. That stinks, Brave Commander. Well, you can write T92 SPG or T92 HMC, T92 Light. But yeah, for any tanks like that, it does help if you specifically specify. Which, we just lost this whole freaking flank. I don't have shots here anymore. I was trying to set up. I gotta run away now. I was trying to set up to hit these guys, but they just got kind of crushed with all those TDs there. Well, Wayne, not to get your hopes up as far as Comcast, but the last time they said they were gonna raise speeds in my area, they technically did, which I did not get away fast enough here. They technically did, but the only thing they raised was download speeds, which helps most people. Like, for example, I have like 250 advertised, but it's actually 300 download speed, megabytes or bits or whatever. But they cap, and this is the highest I can get, 10 megabytes or whatever upload per second. And no other way I can get higher unless I pay them. I think it's still $299 a month for their like ultimate fiber, yeah, that no one's ever gonna do unless you're a business. Anyway, T92 Lite here. I'm gonna try my best to get to the Fury after this as well. Yeah, as far as 4K goes, like, I would have to replace both of these monitors to actually do that, because You know, I guess do 1080p right now. But as far as bitrate goes, I technically could do 4K, just barely though. But unfortunately, it would mean that it would be back to when I first started streaming. Like Ryan, myself, couldn't have any other device using the internet at the same time, or else it would just, everything would just crap out, because it would start maxing out the upload speed. I'm gonna try to spot here. Their M41 pushed hard. Uh-oh. Off on me a little bit. Good shot on my part. I need to run away. I don't know why I'm still up here. I deserve that. Oh, this is what you don't want to do in a light tank. See you, Zachary. Thanks for watching. I don't know if that's a joke, Randall, but no. I don't know anyone that would feasibly want to pay $299 a month for just strictly internet and nothing else. Right. I feel bad because we need to win the hill. I gotta help them somehow. Some way, somehow. As far as streaming goes, it's something like, I think it's only 30% of viewers, statistically, because Twitch does a lot of stuff as far as like data on people watching live streams. At least on Twitch's side, only about 30% of people can actually watch 1080p streams. So typically, if you're streaming at 1080p, your bitrate would be at least 3,500. Like I stream at 4,800 bits per second, kilobits per second. To where 4K, you need to pump out a bit more of that than that, or else everything's just terrible quality. I'd be curious to see how many people can actually watch 4K. Like you know, most people that live in the US can, unless you're watching on a phone or your internet's not very very good. I thought it was a joke. I'd be surprised, honestly, if like anybody would get that, unless you have strictly like a very large business like running from your home that needed it. You take out like a mortgage to get internet from that. Comcast fiber. Yeah, I only have, technically I have 2 ISPs, but my second option is dial up Verizon, but I won't get too much into it. Again, it's just basically my township. I'm on the very southern tip of New Jersey, as you guys know. The township above me, my brother lives in it. You know, he has choices from Comcast, Verizon, and there's some other option as well. And there's actually competition there. Once you reach my township and Cape May beneath it, you're stuck with strictly just Comcast, and they basically block any other companies from coming in because they technically own like the lines and everything, and the only other options you have are landline options or satellite, because it's not feasible for those companies to run all their lines down here because there's not a lot of year-round people to make it worthwhile. Nor I don't think it would be, you know, feasible for them to do it anyway. Just they should be able to use the ones already there. But it's just one of those things where it sucks, but it's not going to change anytime soon. But anyway, I stupidly brushed out and died, but I got a little assist damage. We might win this. It's still debatable. They're down to 3 lights, but you know, we don't have a ton of HP. I would wait and watch, but I want to get the Fury in here as well. I'm gonna pop off another raffle here as well. Because it, you know, it does kind of surprise me because it's not even that Verizon doesn't have a presence, you know, say in my township, and even, you know, Cape May, which is like 10 minutes south of me. Like honestly, they have better cell service, and they have quite a few like large buildings here as well that they work out of, and they go north. It's just, yeah, strictly a political thing. But anyway, this is probably going to be my last battle. Unfortunately, I can't get to the last 3 requests. To where, you know, the next stream, I'll be a little bit more all there. You know, starting next stream. I'm just a little bit whooped from work today, as evident by that one E75 match. Yeah, you know, I know it is kind of nitpicking as far as like the internet and me complaining about it where I live. It's just, I just find it frustrating because, like how I mentioned, my brother he lives like just in the township right above me, which is, I can drive 5 minutes from my house and be in it. Comcast having competition there. It's mainly Verizon, their competition, which I don't know if I want to push up there, but I feel like I should. Basically, they don't have their upload speeds throttled down like I do. Like my brother has, it's through Verizon now, but Comcast, they also have higher than 10 megabytes per second upload. But down here, they cap it at that. Like he has, what is it, like 50, it's like 50 megabits upload or something. It's just a little frustrating. But it's all good. Thank you very much, Javier, for the subscription. T29 can't shoot all of us here. Fortunately, I don't want to poke out too far. I'm hoping that their TDs are not set up directly in front of me. But they have an FE304 there. Trying not to be the chuck APCR out the entire time tank. But it's sometimes hard playing a Fury, you know, an E8. Yeah, I'm not able to pen him. Which, you know, it's kind of depressing because I'm shooting down at him, but he's slightly angled. I don't have a clear shot at his lower plate being above him. It's just, it can be a bit frustrating playing the mid-tier American mediums. Just, the guns, they're not particularly bad, but once you come across something with armor, they kind of start showing their age as far as the game goes. I want to help you guys with T29, but I'm gonna wait just a second here. Oops, I'm actually freaking. I'm shooting the stupid rock here. A little bit off there. I agree with that, nice cuppa. Honestly, I crapped it up this match. I know I'm bottom tier, but yeah, I didn't do myself any favors by putting myself on the flank to where I can't pen anything here. I'm gonna get FE 304 too, but congratulations, Gordon, on winning the raffle. But this is definitely my last match of tonight, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for the tips as well. It was a pretty fun stream. Hopefully those that won the Total War beta keys, you enjoyed the game. Otherwise, my my next stream is going to be Tuesday morning, starting at 8 a.m. For World of Tanks. And I'll shoot an HE at him, Cuppa, on the ISU. I was just chucking rounds out there. And then Tuesday night I stream Total War starting at 9 p.m. But thank you very much again for watching, guys. Hello Nubalat as well. Hopefully you guys have a nice night. Levi and I really need to get to bed, even though he's currently he's having a dog dream back there. But see you guys around. Have a nice one.